All right, I've got Psycho here. I've got Ennis here. I've got Bubble here, and Psycho says go go go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I got Ennis saying watching from work. Let's go. Awesome, my brother. I hope I don't get in the way of your work. Don't want to do that, right? You gotta earn a living. We've got Bubble here. Let's go, my brother. Let's go. Let's go. It's gonna be awesome. This is gonna be awesome, right? So let's deal with this now. Yesterday, I don't know if you guys were following me on Discord, because I had a few comments. Where are you? Fact Burger. No, bro. No, I'm not in Fact Burger, bro. I'm at home. It's a new project I'm planning to do. So the burger place I talked about, that I'm actually looking for inspiration, looking for names, because I'm kind of lost for what I should call it. So I'm planning to open a burger shop. Let's see how that works out. It's just still in planning process, but I need a name for it and everything, a brand. Obviously, I don't want something silly, or I don't want something to be, you know, too kind of, you know what I mean? It's like, if I say like crypto burger or something, it kind of sounds a bit funny. I don't want to say that because I'm not going to be there myself. Do you know what I mean? It's a burger joint. I just want to call it a burger joint. Just opening it and that's it. I'm not doing anything else, and leave it from there. So let's move into crypto. Let's leave that aside. What I want to talk about is yesterday. Remember, I kind of posted something on Discord, and as I didn't really buy anything, hours before or days before. I literally bought it. I announced it because everybody else wanted to announce it, and in fact, I did it with somebody else at the same time. So we kind of synchronized our trade, and we opened up a few positions on the spot. So we're not doing trade. We opened up a few positions on spot. One of the tokens that we opened up for was Gala. Yesterday we opened up Gala, and I can even show you where we opened up our trade. And so far Gala has been up since we opened it. So we opened it somewhere around here approximately, if I'm correct. It was approximately around this area here, this zone here. So let me just quickly zoom into this. So we opened it around here somewhere, and currently we're sitting here, which is fine. We had a little bit of a peak. We went all the way up to here, and then we came back down again. Absolutely fine. There's no issues at all. We are looking to break the trend. Once we break the trend, we'll be fine, because you can see we do have this particular area here that we need to cancel and move forward. So we've been struggling. That's what we've been doing. But I think once we get above this, the target is the top of the range. So we're going to get to the top of the range, and then once we get to the top of the range, this specific neckline here that I've got, and it's on a daily basically, so it does look a little bit funny, but on a daily you can see this is the zone I'm looking at. And once I do this, I'm actually planning to go to this high here, which is a Fibonacci high, which is approximately 23 cents. Some people did ask me what's the a take profit zone. I personally said 18, but I don't like to do this. I'm not here for signals, guys. I don't give signals. I just wanted to let the community know that, okay, look guys, I am buying this for a little quick flip. If I double my money, I'm going to sell half my position and then basically keep the other half and see where it goes. This particular coin, I do have a good feeling about this, right? And the reason I do have a good feeling about this is because this is the project, this is the company, right? Gala is the company, right? This is the company. And what you can see if you go to this, right, they're making a blockchain game. They're only about 4 or 5 weeks old, as far as I can check. I found 4 or 5 weeks old, and you can use their Gala token or in other games that they basically make, and it's a proper NFT game, so you own your character. You know what I mean? It's just crazy, and the proper governing as well. I kind of like this, powered by the people. It's just brilliant. You can use the ecosystem, so you can use all of these nodes to power the games, and you can even go into this. That's one of the reasons why I jumped into it, because it was early as well. I thought, you know what, I have to jump into this. So of course they got plenty of partners and games, and you can see the some of the games. So this one's already out, Town Start. I've actually played it a little bit. It's not that bad. It's okay. It's not it's not my kind of a game, but it's okay. I am looking at other stuff. They got Spider Tanks. They got Miranda's. I want to try it. I want to see how that is fortified. And then they've got one game coming up for Mac and Windows as well. So I looked at all of this and I said, okay, I can see what they've done. So they got a few partners here. They got Flare Network. They got Mesa Gaming, whatever that is. Bitrue, Brave obviously, and Polygon. I think they're running on Polygon if I'm correct, or something like this, or they probably forked it. But so far everything has been awesome. You can see that how much they've sold a single NFT for. You can see how many members they got, total NFTs so far, monthly active users is growing. All of this just made sense for me to jump into Gala. So that's what I did. When I looked at it, I saw how much how long it's been around. In fact, I can do something else just to show you how long it's been around, because it has been around for some time. And that's the best part. So if you look at this particular chart here, you can see Gala's been actually around since the 13th of August, so quite a bit of time, and they've had the ups, they had the down, and then you can see this power move, right? When they came out of this particular channel, you can see how much of a power move they played, and they done this particular pump here. And currently, obviously, this pump got rejected a little bit, which is fine. But just looking at the pump, I mean, they've already had a 400% pump. So for me, when I'm looking at all of this, I see something else. I see this was a flag. This is a flagpole, right? So bull flagpole, and I'm seeing a flag forming here, and I'm like, okay, so if this has done this already, we've done this wave 1, we're about to do a wave 2. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking at. For me, I'm just calculating it as a wave, and I'm saying this is going to be wave 2, and in the future, potentially this can even do more, because we know the likes of Axie Infinity and all of that have gone to a new highs, right? In fact, Axie Infinity is currently sitting in a global market, right? You can imagine where Axie is sitting at right now, sitting at rank number 26, right? I mean, imagine that, and you can see $126 Axie Infinity, and that started off with pennies as well. So I'm just giving this a chance because as an early adopter, it's not a bad thing. I looked at the pattern, everything looks super solid, and I can only see this thing moving up. So if we do a few more steps like this, it should be awesome. But as I said, I'm going to be taking 50% as soon as I double my assets. So we bought at 0.09, somewhere down here, 0.09. And currently we're at 0.10, which is okay. We're up one. And the idea is basically when I double, I'm going to take half my chips off the table and leave the rest and then see where it takes me. It has the potential, in my opinion, it has the potential to go to maybe $1, maybe $10. And if fortune favors, then we might even go to $100. You know what I mean? But ultimately, I'm not risking it. So I'm just going to do a quick flick, take my half out, leave the other half. And as I said, that will climb up. So that's one of the ones that I jumped on. The other one that's been kind of neglected a lot as well is, as you can see in the coin market cap, it's nowhere to be seen here. In fact, this is the top 100. It's nowhere to be seen here. You have to actually go to page 200 to actually see this particular coin. It's just been sitting here, and it's highly undervalued because this exchange is picking up traction and is pumping hard as well. And the KCS, the Kucoin shares, is quite cool as well. So they give you dividends pretty much every single day. I think on a 7-day APY, you can earn up to about 8-9%, which is not bad. But just by holding the token, it doesn't matter where you hold it. So I tried to explain that as well onto the Discord. But never mind, that doesn't matter. I will put I'll probably put a link. I mean, if you guys want, I'll share it to the Discord actually. I'm going to share it to the Discord. I can't be bothered to edit the video because my videos are all default. But I'll share a link for all of this stuff. And I think you can save some funds or fees or something like this. And I'll probably save some fees as well. That's about it. I don't think they do any kind of a referral bonus or anything like that. So that should be awesome. But saying that again, this is also pumped as well. Again, KCS, we bought it somewhere down here. If you look carefully, we bought it, wow, that was many hours ago. We bought it somewhere around here basically. What was it? Yeah, it was somewhere around here. I can't remember. Anyway, we pumped as well. We did all right. So far so good. I don't even know how many hours ago we bought it, but we bought it somewhere along here, somewhere down here. I can't remember. That's how bad it is actually. Let's just do the day and just have a look at this. So yeah, we bought it yesterday, and so far we're doing a high. So awesome. This is also looking like it's going to break out, and I've actually done a model on this, and on the model we can see the Fibonacci's are showing us that we could actually pump all the way to $32, as you can see here, based on the Fibonacci, based on the previous high. If we did have a breakout and we did continue, and we can go up to $32, which is almost close to, I think, about 170% from where we are now. So when I looked at that, I said, you know what, seems lucrative, it's undervalued, it's getting a lot of traction, a lot of people are not even noticing it. So yeah, 170%. I don't see why I can't just jump in and make 170% and then, you know, take my initial out and then sit on the rest and still earn dividends. You know what I mean? So that's the whole idea for this particular coin, nothing else. So these two coins are basically quick flips, means I'm going to take my initial out ASAP. There is no ifs and buts about it. That's how I work, right? In fact, the moment I opened the order, the trade, and bought the coins, within like 30 seconds, I literally put my sell order already. My sell order for this one is at 30, and my sell order for this one is at 20. Okay, so I just left it there, and I said, I don't care. I don't care if it goes to 23. I don't care if it goes to 200. My sell order is going to be set up, and I want to take my money out as soon as I've doubled my money. So that's what I've did on those two, right, guys? So yeah, quick one. You know, obviously, just are kind of blasting through them. Market pretty much seems okay. You know, there's a bit of a movement here. You can see money moving in and out a little bit. You can see SHIB, you know, doing its thing. You can see BTC doing its thing. BTC giving it another go. Weekend is here. Of course, we're going to see a lot of volatility on the weekend. We might see BTC pumping a lot higher, doing what it needs to do. Ethereum, I'm quite happy holding the 36, which is really, really awesome. But I'm not happy to see these USD pegs on green. They are very bad. So please do understand, guys. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I've activated subscriber only mode for the chat, so if you want to ask me for a comment or coin or anything, you want me to talk about a coin, subscribe, hit that like button, and throw your coin in there. There's no restriction, just all you have to do is subscribe, and let me know what coin you want me to talk about, and I'll talk about it. That's not an issue, right? But that's what I'm saying. So far, I'm not really happy about USD and BUSD and all of that USD coins. That's what I'm saying. So let's see what the market does. We got to just go through, fly through some of these. Fear and greed is okay. I mean, yesterday we had 74. Today we have 72. Pretty much similar. I wouldn't really say anything. This day hasn't closed yet because the day closes at 1 a.m. every day. So I'm going to wait and see what that does tomorrow. Money flow, I can see a lot of BTC coming back. So if we refresh, you can see a lot of BTC has come back to the exchange. So looking at all of this, it's just an indicator that, you know, we might see a dump, or maybe some people are getting ready to open a trade, because smart money will open a trade. So I mean, it could be anything. This doesn't really tell us anything right now. I mean, we would love to see this being negative. That means there's a supply shock. But right now, this coming back in, I don't know. Maybe it's the miners. Like the other day, we had the miners actually putting the BTC in and selling it off. Could be. But doesn't look that great to me. I'm just going to be honest with you. The market doesn't look that great. So when you're looking at these levels here, these two numbers here, it does not look great at all, guys. I hope this kind of makes sense. You can see here as well, it's also showing us that the market does not look great. You can see BTC inflow is up, right? So the market does not look great. Going back to the market cap, one other thing though, I mean, look, talking about market not looking great, you've got a whole bunch of other coins coming in. We've got 12,547 cryptocurrencies global now. And what we see is that the market cap is at 2.33 trillion, which is awesome to see. Obviously, a little bit of some of these big boys are struggling a little bit. We want to see everybody pump, and more than that, we want to see BTC kind of stop, right? So when we're looking at BTC, what we mean by stop is pretty much this here. Let's do this here. And that will make sense, right? I want to see BTC stop. You see how BTC is in this particular range. I want to see BTC stop and BTC drop. I want to see BTC up here. If BTC can come back here, I think altcoins have a great potential to pump from here a lot more. Do you know what I mean? Some of these coins could easily do a 5x, a 10x, a 100x even probably, right? I mean, we know some coins have done a 1000x, right? They can do that. We just need BTC to calm down a little bit. So BTC going up is not really, really good. That's all I wanted to say here. So yeah, I mean, other than that, as I said, total market cap looking very, very good. Nothing much to see here. Looking very, very good. So far, you can see we're attempting to come here. That's okay. That's the entire market doing its thing. Not a problem. One other thing I want to show you. This is the other dominance. So what we want to see is obviously BTC dominance drop. And actually, I'm going to do something crazy today. I want to change it. Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. So what I want to see is BTC dominance drop and this dominance to come back. So you can see that the altcoin dominance hasn't really gone anywhere. I mean, we've still got another 10% to do. We just want to pump another 10% more to get into this range and then beat this level. And from now, I'm actually going to leave this like just today. I'm going to leave this chart like this because I think it gives you a clear idea of where we are. We want to see altcoins pump. We want to see altcoin dominance come to here. And I think from that point onwards, we're going to basically move forward. And I think it's going to be awesome. I mean, 10% more, guys. 10% is nothing. That's all we need. 10%. That's all we need. We talked about actually, let's go into BTC again, just for the sake of this. BTC again. So on BTC, you can see we've come into this particular area, this particular zone, and I've got all the noise off, right? Let me get rid of everything here, all the noise off, and you can see here where we are right now. So BTC is looking positive. This is on a daily. You can see BTC is looking positive, but we still have this one neckline here, which is the $59,000 level. It's actually the neckline that we have to beat, right? And you can see that we're struggling here a little bit. That's fine though. That's fine. I'm not going to bother too much about that. That's BTC. Let's move over to Ethereum. right? And I'm going to do the same thing, drawing off just the Ethereum just to see where we are. You can see we've come now again to that neckline, and we just have to break out. So far everything is looking awesome. I mean, you can see a W here as well, everything looking awesome. In fact, if we did come up a little bit and then have a correction, this actually does something insane for us. I'll show you this. You're going to love this, right? So you see this pattern here. If it actually goes and does this, then we actually end up getting this pattern here, which is an inverse head and shoulders. So that should be quite awesome to see as well. So let's move over to the next one. Everything looking solid, super solid. You can see these patterns forming here. Do you know what I mean? You can see these patterns forming here. BNB obviously a few days ago did break the neckline, found a little bit of a resistance, came back down here below the neckline now. Again, it's just waiting. It's just waiting for that power move to take it back up. I think the entire market is just waiting for a lot of, because a lot of people are expecting, like for myself, I expected Friday to be a dump. We did have a little bit of a dump on Friday. In fact, we had a dump on Thursday as well. We expect the weekend to be quite bullish. We expect Monday to be slightly bearish, which is fine. You know, or even the weekend to be slightly bearish. But ultimately, the point is once we get over all of this, once we break these specific necklines that we have, the entire market will start to FOMO. The entire market will start to FOMO. And you can see this from these line charts, how everything is looking super, super solid. You know, even DOT is in the range now, which I'm really happy. And it's not far from its all-time high. In fact, if you look carefully, we're about $3 or $3.50 actually away from our previous all-time high. And we're going to get there, guys. We're going to get there. Solana looking super solid. If you look carefully at Solana, all right, I'm just going to fly through all of these. I don't need to open 50 different charts for this. So this is Solana. As you can see, Solana looking super solid. Solana's done the little reversal. It just needs to break out. It's getting ready. Okay, it's getting ready. I think it's going to bounce a little bit. And then obviously when it does the shoot up, then we are expecting the new all-time high, which is the $244 level. So let's see how that one does. AVAX looking super cool. We don't have too much to worry. Is that AVAX? No, this is Cardano. Sorry, my bad. This is Cardano. Cardano looking super solid. It did break out channel. So far, it's creating higher highs, which is awesome. And it is actually invalidating its own little mini trend lines. We just got to get above this to confirm and reverse everything. So far, looking super solid. I'm not concerned too much about this one either. It's a ascending triangle. Either way you look at it, it's always an ascending triangle. So that one's really, really cool. Not too fussed about that. Let's look at Shiba. Shiba, what I did was I changed a few drawings. So I took a few of my drawings off because I just wanted to show you how this looks without any drawings on it. I mean, this is what you see without any drawings on it. Can you see this, right? So this is the previous all-time high, and this is the current high that we've had. You can see we're not that far. And just look at this structure coming back to this level. That's very powerful. So this is giving us an indication that, guys, that was the leg one. Right, this was the pump, the dump, leg one. We're coming in, refresh, create a nice little support here, move up, and I don't know how big leg two is going to be, because if this was leg one, right, then leg two could easily take us even higher. And I have said somewhere around the region of about 62, 68. Some people are even calling for 70. It doesn't matter what it is. Only 1 or 2 digits doesn't change anything. The point is this thing is going up there, and when it gets up there, it will hopefully at one point it will take off another zero. That's what we're hoping for, right? We're all hoping for it to take another zero. So let's see what the market does, how the market reacts to this. That should be quite awesome to see. E-Gold, I don't have to say much. I did the drawing, everything. We did break out the channel. Everything is absolutely on track. So far, so good. And we are still looking for that $367 level E-Gold. So we're on track for that one. Kucoin, I think I just showed you already. So we did break out the channel, which is absolutely fine. And you can see Kucoin is coming here to test this neckline here. Not far. It's only approximately 50 cents, 60 cents away. It's about 60, 70 cents away from testing this neckline. And as soon as it does that, it's going to have a nice little reversal. And again, you can see these patterns here clearly showing here. By drawing it this particular way, you can see the patterns, right? We talked about Gala already. Gala, obviously, not enough data, but I have to do it on like a 4-hourly or something just to kind of show you what's going on. Actually, not even on 4-hourly. If I show you on an hourly, you can see how we've had this pattern. We've had this red zone, we've had this green zone, we've had this red zone, and now we're restarting another green zone. You can see all of these moving averages flip over in order to start creating a new level here. And for us to start pumping back up again, we just have this one neckline here, which is actually not that bad, because this was only created few hours ago for us to continue this trend. But so far, if you look at the higher time frames, the trend is intact. No issues at all there. That's Gala. I had to show you BitToken because end of the day, it is still a token that we've talked about. And BitToken, we were talking about it when it was around $1.50, somewhere around here. And you can see that's already pumping, it's getting higher. And so far, it's coming back to these levels here. And it's been invalidating everything. So far, you can see, look, this previous date we had on September of $2, we are coming to test those levels. And the high that we had on 20th of September, so this was kind of a hype time. You can see we're not that far. We're not that far from here, guys. You know, how far are we? So let's see. We're about 60 cents. 60 cents. Sorry, my bad here. 60 cents away from getting back to this level in order to invalidate everything, start moving forward. So that should be really, really awesome to see, and it's coming. And remember, a lot of you guys got a lot of free tokens because of the BitDAO event on Bybit. Again, if you want me to share the links, let me know. I can share it on Discord. I'm not going to bother here. And I think a lot of the people, they did get, I mean, they're getting a lot more than 1,000. Some guys even got another 150 for free. Some guys are getting some dividends for free. I mean, the staking rewards, they're getting that for free as well. So it all adds up. So far, remember the 1,000 that we have currently, the 1,000 bit token we have is worth $1,900. So I'll just leave it there for you, and you can just imagine what this has. So this has a great potential. I believe this can easily go to at least $10. You know, I've seen all the exchange tokens go to at least $10. So when you see some of these go to at least $10, you know what's going to happen. You got it for free, make the most of it. Make the most of it. I don't need to look at the rest of them. I know some guys like to talk 1 inch, right? 1 inch, you can see I'm kind of disappointed with 1 inch, right? And I'll show you on a daily what I mean by that. So I'm really disappointed with 1 inch. It's got a long ways to go. I mean, from the high to where it is. So we remember the high we had was around here, $7, right? You can see $7.87. Currently, we're sitting at free. We're 50% away. Of course, it's a great discount as long as the market continues, and then we should get up there. But right now, I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? I mean, people who bought it here made a little bit of money, doubled down here, made a little bit of money, but we need to get back here. So just be cautious on this particular one. That's what I'm going to say. Matic is getting ready for a breakout. Now, that's all I can say here. I'm not going to say too much. I'm not, as I told you guys on another video as well, I'm out of Matic. I'm not going to touch Matic at all. I don't care what happens. Very, very manipulated project. But if you are thinking about it, you can see that on a daily, we're looking at this. We broke the channel, right? So we had a channel here. We broke the channel. And so far, we're actually pushing upwards. We broke out. And yeah, I mean, you could see a breakout very soon, go even further. All we have to do is invalidate these necklines here. And it's off to races. But it will pretty much follow the entire market. Do you know what I mean? It will pretty much follow the entire market. I don't see anything fascinating happening here. Link doing the same thing. Struggling a little bit. Again, following the market, basically nothing too much. I think BTC needs to settle for some of these coins to come back, but we do see this daily bullish happening here, but this could reverse easily because none of this matters until we come to this particular level, which is the $31 level. Until we come here, we get back into this particular momentum, it doesn't change anything. So guys, please do understand. Sushi, same, suffering the same fate as everybody else. Okay, again, until VET looking quite good. It's coming to test that neckline. Everything seems okay. I'm not going to fuss too much about that. Let's see how that one works out. SHIB we talked about, so we know the pattern on SHIB, which is awesome. Let's not worry too much about that. MBOX looking okay. Not the best, but this is like a buy zone. So if somebody was going to pick up, it's like a buy zone because we could easily see a nice little breakout, and then if we come back to